All right. We're good.
So
I
am on my way to Methuen, Massachusetts to see one Lurch again.
Again. When did we record? Last Sunday or the Sunday before?
I think it was the Sunday before.
Okay.
And I am bringing him. So what?
You hear me?
I can hear you now. Yeah.
Fuck. I gotta get a new dongle. Fucking iPhones.
Yeah, just get a Samsung. You know, one of those phones that has a headphone jack.
Yeah.
Because Samsung doesn't feel the need to make you pick up unnecessary attachments to make sure your phone works.
Yeah.
But I am bringing him a carton, or I'm actually bringing him 2 cartons of tobacco cigarettes.
Oh, fantastic.
And my truck smells so good right now.
Nice. Nice.
So yeah, today's gonna be a fun day.
Sounds like it. But yeah, I wanted to get in touch because I feel like very recently in all our most recent episodes we have been really good about not like spamming our audience with Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
And there's not like earth-shattering Star Wars news, but there has been a little bit of news piling up, and it'd be cool to like have like a Star Wars dump. But also, as of this recording, DC Fandom was yesterday.
Oh my God! I saw the trailer.
You saw the Batman trailer? Do you understand why I've been so excited? You understand?
Yo, that looks so good.
It looks so fucking good.
Oh my Christ! I watched it. I shared it on Facebook and I said, "Wow, I'm totally on board with this now."
Yeah, I'm glad it's not an origin story. I'm glad it's not Batman Year One or Begins again. Well, we don't have to watch Thomas and Martha Wayne die again.
Yes. I'm excited that it's going to be the fucking Riddler.
Yeah. The Riddler, the Penguin, played by Colin Farrell. Catwoman's in it, played by Zoe Kravitz. And then the Riddler is Paul Dano from There Will Be Blood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, they got some serious star power going into this one. So
yeah, and Pattinson. I don't know who's playing Alfred. Jeffrey Wright from Westworld is Gordon. I don't know who's.
You know who it
Alfred.
sounded like?
Hmm.
It sounded like the dude that plays Lucifer.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure how that would work because he's supposed to be much older. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's expected October 1st, 2021.
But when I saw...
It's Andy Serkis.
Oh.
Yeah.
But when I saw Pattinson beat the shit out of that guy, I was like, yep, okay, we're in. Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm so excited.
That movie's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Unless they DC it up somehow.
Which you always have to keep that in mind.
Yeah, I mean, let's be serious. A lot of their trailers look really, really good, and then the movie is a fucking disaster.
Batman versus Superman: Dawn of Justice.
Yes. All right, cool.
One of the greatest trailers I have ever seen. One of the greatest movie trailers I've ever seen.
Yeah.
What a pile of garbage.
That's sad. That movie had so much potential.
It's like, what right do you have to fuck up that concept? How could you possibly that idea of that movie was built to be awesome.
Yep.
Like, it was impossible to screw it up, and somehow Zack Snyder did. Though they also released the trailer for the Snyder Cut of Justice League, which is being done as like a mini-series for HBO Max.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks fucking good. Like, really good.
Well, good thing I have Hulu so that I can watch it.
It's HBO Max.
Yeah, with Hulu you get HBO.
Yeah, you get HBO, the channel, but not HBO Max, the streaming service.
Oh, well, that's a bunch of bullshit.
Right? Right? It's not till next year.
You know what I want?
I'll
You know what I
mull
really
over how
want?
much I want it. What?
I would really like it if all the streaming services would just get together and be like, what kind of app can we make that will give everybody access to everything, and what can we charge a month for it?
Here's what I figure is going to happen eventually, is that you'll get one, like, streaming hub, and you pay for that hub, you pay a flat rate for that hub, and it's got, like, included stuff. And then you add on to that package with, like, if you want Hulu and Netflix, you can add those in for, like, a certain amount extra per month. If you want Disney Plus, you add that in. I think that's going to be where we end up with streaming services in general. It's just going to be a cable network on the internet. You pick which one has the best rates and everything, the best included streaming services.
Yeah, like that's what I'm kind of looking for, is there some way that I can just pay like $40 a month to get them all?
Yeah. And one of them will probably end up just being called Hub.
Probably. So, what's your Star Wars news? Let's get into
there's
stuff.
just a little bit more DC, if you don't mind. Okay? Hold on, I have notes. So, a little bit more DC and a drop of Marvel.
Ooh.
Did you see the Suicide Squad trailer?
No, I have not, and I heard that that's going to be really good too.
It looks like it's going to be pretty good. So it's sort of like a soft reboot. This is something that like DC Comics in the comic book world is famous for. It's sort of a soft reboot. So Margot Robbie is still Harley Quinn. Jai Courtney is still Boomerang. Joel Kinnaman's back as Rick Flag. And what's her name? The chick who played Amanda Waller. She's an amazing actress. Octavia Spencer? No. Back over to IMDb.
I know who you're. Yeah, the woman that creates the whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah, Amanda Waller. She's back. Same actress. And then it's a whole new cast of villains. So, the Polka Dot Man.
Is the Joker not making any appearances in this movie?
Not as far as anybody knows. The Joker is like tabled for a while they figure out how to deal with the Leto fiasco. So we've got like Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, which is getting a sequel, but it doesn't take place in the same continuity.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not certain if the Batman takes place in the same continuity either. Okay. That might just be its like standalone Batman franchise. But Suicide Squad looks amazing, and also The Flash is getting his movie soon with Ezra Miller from Justice League.
Cool.
And they're doing Flashpoint. So Batman will be in it. Ben Affleck is coming back to play Batman, which we didn't think was going to happen. And also, because it's the Flashpoint universe, there's an alternate Batman from the alternate timeline, where instead of Thomas and Martha Wayne dying, Thomas and Martha Wayne saw their son die, and Thomas Wayne became the Batman. Do you want to know who's playing Thomas Wayne as the Batman? Do you want to know?
Oh, I do.
Michael Keaton.
I'm actually super enthused by that.
How awesome is that?
That is going to be great. That's going to be fantastic.
Yeah. Drop of Marvel news, 13 Marvel movies confirmed to be coming out between now and 2022.
Yeah, it's fucking phase 4, right?
Yeah, but usually the phases are spread out over like 3 or 4 or 5 years. You know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, phase 4, I know they really want to get to Galactus.
Yeah. I think phase 5 will be Galactus.
Oh, phase 5 is definitely going to be Galactus. And I can't fucking wait for Galactus.
Yeah.
Because that means we're finally going to get the mashup of the X-Men and the rest of the Marvel Universe.
Yeah.
So it's going to be fantastic.
I feel confident we're going to see the X-Men like soon. Like very soon. Because
I mean the Fantastic Four movie is slated, right?
Fantastic Four, yeah. I don't know that they're actually getting a movie. They might just be appearing in other movies. I figure the best place the rumor right now and the best place to debut them is going to be in the next Spider-Man. Because Spider-Man is closely like tied to the Fantastic Four.
When are they going to introduce? They're going to introduce Doctor Doom soon too, aren't they?
Yeah. The rumor is that he's the big bad for phase 4.
Doom was a great villain.
And we will probably be seeing him in Doctor Strange. The next Doctor Strange. That is also rumored to be where we're going to see Deadpool for the first time in the MCU.
Excellent. Played by Ryan Reynolds.
Played by Ryan Reynolds. He is an alternate universe version of Deadpool, who is aware that he is an alternate universe version of the Deadpool that the audience knows.
I just hope there's a bunch of fourth wall breaks again with him. I love him so much.
My idea when Stan Lee passed away and everybody was talking about how they should replace the Stan Lee cameos with Deadpool cameos from now on. I think that's a great idea. But I think it should be Deadpool in his full suit, mask and everything, wearing Stan Lee's sunglasses and like a Stan Lee wig and like a Stan Lee costume over his Deadpool costume. I think that would be perfect. That. Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna. I hope that he's like aware that he's aware that he's the only thing being brought over from Fox's X-Men properties. He is fully aware as a character, and I think that's going to be amazing. I want some more Howard the Duck. I want to see more Howard the Duck. I think that would make a great Disney Plus series. I just hope. I want it to be live action. I want it to be like more adult, like the Marvel movies, not a cartoon.
Yeah, you mean like fucking the movie that came out in the 80s?
Yeah, but not. You know, because I love that movie, but that's not our model moving forward for Howard the Duck.
No, yeah.
All right, Star Wars.
Okay.
New feature film, December 2023. They had to push the release back. It was supposed to come out next year, 2022, but they had to push it back another year. With everything they're doing in the comics and the books and stuff, I think it's probably going to be set in like the High Republic era, which is Disney's new version of the Old Republic.
Say that again?
I think, which part didn't you get?
All of it. I'm sorry.
The whole thing? Did you just stop paying attention or?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
I got distracted by something. I'm sorry.
It's cool. You're driving a car. I understand. So, new Star Wars movie pushed back a year. It was supposed to come in 2022. Now it's coming in 2023. My personal opinion, based on what I'm seeing in like the franchise, what they're doing with the comics and the books and stuff, is that it's going to be based in the High Republic era, which is, I want to say, 400 years before Episode 1.
Really?
How did you? Okay. I was making sure I still had you.
It's going to be set during the High Republic.
Yeah. Nobody's made any sort of like a much younger Jedi Order. Like everything's going to be just set back there. As I was reading an interview with Kathleen Kennedy, who is the current president or whatever of Lucasfilm.
You mean the current destroyer of the Star Wars franchise?
Well, yeah. She's not in charge of the movies anymore. They're taking that out of her hands. She's just the boss.
Good.
John Favreau's in charge of Star Wars.
We don't have a roadmap for anything that's going on now. The entire extended universe. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm sorry.
But she was talking about how there was so much stuff that had come before what they've been doing on Star Wars, and there's so much content to draw from. And the Star Wars universe itself has about 25,000 years of lore to cover. Yeah.
Well, does that mean we're finally going to meet Darth Plagueis the Wise?
Maybe. Could happen.
I want to meet Darth Plagueis. Oh, my God, I want to meet Darth Plagueis.
Jon Favreau is kind of in charge of the roadmap for Star Wars moving forward, so.
Well, yeah, because he fucking crushed The Mandalorian.
Yeah, all their upcoming like live action series, he's the producer. Their run, at least the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, is run by one of the directors of like some of the best episodes of The Mandalorian. She runs the show.
Good.
And Taika Waititi, who also directed a bunch of The Mandalorian, he's getting his own show. But speaking of Kenobi, you hear me, Fatty?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can. I'm getting a little bit of choppiness over there.
Yeah, it's because I just cracked my window on it. I have spoken about.
Okay. Speaking of Kenobi, though, it is. They've revealed that it's. Can you hold for just a second?
What happened? What's going on? Oh, no. No! Brought to you by the delicious taste of Charlton Chew. Mom's old-fashioned robot oil. I hope this is still recording, because I got left alone, and I don't know why. You think it's still recording? Oh, it most definitely is still recording. Fantastic.
All right, sorry, I lost you. I lost you before.
What do you mean you lost?
It was all me. I hung up the phone by accident. I went to take a call on the other line, and then when I hung up on that call, I accidentally hung up on this call.
Well, no. What I'm hoping is that it was still recording while I was on hold.
Okay. Yeah, it was until I had.
Okay, good. Because I definitely told the internet that we were brought to them by the delicious taste of Charlton Chew.
Okay.
Mom's old-fashioned robot oil.
Yeah.
And then I just started rambling on.
Yeah. So Obi-Wan Kenobi is going to be a limited series. It's not
Yeah.
like an ongoing series. There's not going to be a season 2 and a season 3, which I think is a cool idea because I was having trouble imagining how they could carry it across multiple seasons.
Yeah.
If he can't go anywhere, it's all going to take place on Tatooine. It has to.
Maybe we'll finally get to see Tashi Station.
Maybe. There's actually a deleted scene from episode 4 where we get to see Tashi Station. He does meet up with his friends to buy some power converters.
I was going to go to Tashi Station and look at power converters. Shut up, you whiny little shit. Go pick the fucking mushrooms. Pretty cool. It's just like
Story about Obi-Wan Kenobi.
well, yeah, the old wizard that lives on Tatooine.
Yeah. And I guess Maul can't be the villain because in the continuity of Star Wars as we know it now, Obi-Wan Kenobi has already killed Darth Maul.
Yes.
It was kind of a waste of a big reveal bringing Darth Maul back and then just like, he's dead now. He can't be in movies now.
I think that's dumb. I really think that they should have Darth Maul because he was like the greatest Jedi hunter.
Yeah.
And we all know that Rebel scum deserve to die.
Yeah.
I don't think that I am that far off by saying that.
No.
Rebel scum. Anyway.
A series about like a young Darth Maul could work, but I want to see Darth Maul post episode 1 when he has like an axe to grind.
Mhm.
And now they've ruined that.
You know what? Actually, can I veer off of this for a second?
Yes.
I heard an incredible interpretation of the Sith Code.
Yeah.
Everyone knows the Sith Code, so on and so forth. I'm not going to repeat it because I'm going to fuck it up if I try to do it from memory.
Yeah.
But it you know how it ends with basically the Sith Code is the multiple steps it takes to accomplishing a goal.
Mhm.
Like you have to have passion to go into a project and so on and so forth. But the very first line of the Sith Code is peace is a lie.
Yeah.
So that you're never satisfied, and that's why the Sith end up destroyed.
Excuse me. Yeah.
There's never a closure point for a Sith, and that's why they seek so much power.
Yeah. You know what really sucks? Speaking of like things in Star Wars that could have been explored so much more in a much cooler way. Remember in Force Awakens, the first time they mentioned the Knights of Ren?
Mhm.
How cool was the concept of the Knights of Ren? Like the fact that he's got this order. But then they didn't show the Knights of Ren. It would appear, sir, that may be a feature film.
Oh, I'm into
Looks
that.
like we might be getting a Kylo Ren like movie.
Oh, I'm so into that.
So they're gonna give us the Knights of Ren we want.
I am 100% down for that.
I forgot to write that on my notes. I'm glad we came to that organically.
Oh, I'm so into that because the Knights of Ren are so badass.
Yeah, or we assume they are anyway.
Whatever.
We've
who
seen
cares?
them fight
They're
one
going
time.
to be.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm excited for it.
I mean, let's be serious. We watched them fight once. Sure, they got beat, but they got beat by the guy who leads them.
Yeah.
Like, that is a given. I'm sorry. Your leader is supposed to be the strongest one of all.
Especially since it doesn't seem like I assumed the Knights of Ren were going to be like Force users. Like
they're Force
like
sensitive.
Sith, like dark Jedi. But yeah, they're just regular people who are like the blind dude from Rogue One.
And like Finn, Force sensitive.
Yeah.
like the blind man uses the Force to see. You know what I mean?
So
or heighten his senses somehow.
Another television project that's apparently in the works is they're going to do a live-action sequel series to Rebels.
Okay. I haven't, you know what, I actually have to suck it up and watch those animated series because I've heard they're very, very good, and I'm not going to sit here and say that they probably aren't. Yeah. I just don't like the animation style.
So I actually do like the animation style, but my issue with the animated stuff is that, like, if you can sit through it, there's a really great story in there, but it's for children. Like, the oldest person that the performances and the writing is going to impress is like a 13-year-old. But they're telling a really great story. And what's really cool about the animated stuff is that all the action, like the lightsaber fights and everything, those are like real. Like they've got people doing motion capture for all of the lightsaber fights. So it's like people are actually doing this shit. Obviously, there's stuff that Jedi do that people can't do. But if we're gonna take the concept of this character and his world from Rebels and give it to Jon Favreau to make live action, then I think that could turn out being really cool.
You know what I would really like to do?
Mm-hmm.
There is like this like training center in real life that you can go to learn how to lightsaber fight.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that. There's some there are competitions.
Yeah, and I think that's wicked cool.
It's like the sword fighting equivalent to like capoeira.
Yeah.
Sword dancing.
Still though.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. I don't think I have that kind of, I couldn't do that. I'd fight like Obi-Wan in the original trilogy, not Obi-Wan in the prequel trilogy. Like old Alec Guinness Obi-Wan.
If you strike me down now, Doth, I will become more powerful than you could ever imagine.
But yeah, live action sequel, that's not a big one. We know about the Cassian Andor series, no updates on that. But I did see they were talking about how Baby Yoda, which we're not supposed to call it, it's the child or the asset is the name of the character. Mm-hmm. But Baby Yoda, it's apparently they plan for him to play like a very large role in Star Wars going forward, like movies, everything. Like he's going to become the new Yoda.
That's going to be cool.
So if we look at him now, he's 50 years old. He's like equivalent to what? Like a 2-year-old or a 1-year-old. So if the next time we see him are these movies that take place canonically like 40 years later, that'll make him 90. So he'll be like a 10-year-old. So how far forward in the Star Wars timeline do you think they're planning on moving the next like few entries?
Well, I mean, if you really plan on having the child become such an extreme part of things, you want to pick up like 200 years later. Yeah, he would have.
You'd want him to be like a 19, 20-year-old.
I was going to say he'd either have to be an adolescent or a young adult.
Yeah.
I mean, even, 14, 15, even the equivalent of a 14, 15-year-old in the time frame that Yoda's species has to develop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like 50 years worth of force ability is being able to pick up that weird creature. Cool.
Yeah.
I want to see what another, I want to see him use the mind trick. I want to see him use some kind of real force powers. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's what I want to see.
I'm interested to see when they, so it would appear that the goal for The Mandalorian moving into next season is taking the child home, like to its home planet, like finding out where it came from and finding out what that home planet is, because nobody knows. Nobody knows where Yoda's from.
Yeah, we always
so it'll
thought
be
Yoda
cool.
was just a hermit on fucking
Dagobah.
What's Dagobah? Thank you. We're going to the Dagobah system. Why? Because it's a hermit that I need to train with.
Yeah. There's a frog here that I gotta go talk to.
I love that R2 was like, I love that the first thing that R2 probably thought when he noticed Luke go away from the convoy, I guarantee you the first thing he thought was, the fuck are you doing, bro? Like, I really think that...
Oh, Yoda!
The only ever... yeah, exactly. The only thing we ever hear out of R2-D2 is blitz and beats, sure. But I really hope that just because the little translator, when it comes up and tells you what you're saying, or what he's saying, and all the rest of that crap, like in the X-Wing, what I really hope he's saying is, bro, the fuck, we're supposed to stay with everybody.
Yeah.
Like, I hope R2-D2 is just a vulgar little trash can. That's what I fucking hope. Just the realest of the real, because he's the only one that knows the whole story.
Yep.
And I think it's incredible that no one... Like, a lot of people just gloss over that R2-D2 knows everything.
Yeah.
And he's the only one. And to be real with you, what I kind of think, and this is a weird kind of theory that I have about the whole thing, is that this is like an archaeological find thousands and thousands of years in the future, like how it always starts in a galaxy a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like R2-D2 is an archaeological find from way, way back, and someone's downloading his memory.
That's a popular theory that like R2 is just the historian, and that's why especially in the prequel trilogy, he just suddenly has new abilities all the time. Like he can do this thing you've never seen him do before. And then I saved the day because I'm R2-D2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
R2-D2 is the level 20 sorcerer in the party of level 5 adventurers.
Yeah. I hope R2-D2's around.
That was the nerdiest analogy I've ever made.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope that R2 and C-3PO are around forever. I hope they don't get rid of them. Like they don't have to be in everything, but all the major sequels have to have R2-D2 and C-3PO.
Yeah, because, I mean, we even see R2 in the new trilogy. I mean, shit.
Yeah. Just had a good big stretch. All right, that's all my Star Wars stuff. That's all my notes. We have once again turned what I intended to be like a quickie, like a 20-minute quick episode. We're on to almost 40 minutes. Wait. Yeah, almost 40 minutes. Still shorter than a regular episode, but not that short.
Still, though, full installments every 2 weeks I think is very important.
I'm probably just gonna put this one up without a season episode. It's just gonna be called Nerd Dump or something.
Yeah, because we didn't really have any catchy little things that we said today.
No.
I'm sorry, but other people's brains work better than ours do.
Yeah, much better than ours do.
Yeah, the titles are fantastic. I love them all.
Yeah, I'm pretty proud of my title game this season. I feel like we finally hit, This is what Keeping Up with the Fatness is.
Yeah, just random bullshit. That's all it really is. I mean, we have a great time. I hope that our audience has a great time listening to us as well.
Yeah.
But
I heard this isn't what you're going to find on like your podcast app, but apparently the name of the genre of our show is a shooting the shit podcast.
No shit. Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that
talk
we would
about
actually stuff. I didn't know that was actually a real thing.
Yeah, no, we got a genre.
No shit.
But yeah, it's just like this entire genre of podcasts. People aren't typically very successful because the McElroys have kind of My Brother and Me, like the biggest podcast that ever existed. If you haven't checked it out, they're really funny guys, and they deserve all the accolades they have. But they kind of ruined it because they showed up with like the best shooting the shit podcast you could have, and it's literally not about anything. They don't have a theme or anything. Whereas most of them, it's like this show is about video games specifically, or this show is about movies specifically. These guys, they take questions from the audience and read Yahoo answers. And if you haven't listened to the show, they're fucking fantastic. I just spent, like a minute and a half plugging a podcast that doesn't need anybody to plug it.
Well, I guess I'm going to have to pay attention.
Yeah, you should check out the McElroys. They've got a book coming out. It's called Everybody Has a Podcast Except for You. And it's just like a how-to guide for successful podcasting.
Huh. Well, I'm not going to read it because I don't want to follow someone else's model.
Yeah, but they're obviously very successful.
Yeah. I mean, of course, the ultimate goal is, Michael, how did we become famous? But
yeah. By shitting on Joe Flacco.
By shitting on Joe Flacco. Fuck that guy.
Fuck Flacco. It's been a while, man. We have
I know. And he's not even fucking part of the NFL anymore. At least I don't believe he is. I don't know. He probably is. I don't fucking pay attention to him. I don't pay attention to him at all. I know that Patriots football is coming back very soon.
Nice. What kind of safety measures do they have in place? Daily testing, I know.
I don't know if there's actually going to be fans in the stadiums or not. I don't know.
Probably not. I doubt it.
I mean, I know that there have
maybe the boxes, but
even then.
No. It's
I don't know. I mean, I know that they haven't had fans at any of the NHL games.
Yeah. I've seen some they're putting a lot of stadiums are like putting up cardboard cutouts of people.
Did you see the one with Stan Marsh?
Yep.
There was also a recent picture. I forget which stadium it was, but there was also like a recent photo dump of this jumbotron, and the operator of the jumbotron is just absolutely savage. Mm-hmm. There's like a picture of please be careful exiting your couch after the game, and thank you to the fans, and it's just like a row of silver fans in the stands. Thank you, or concessions are always open, and it's just a dude standing next to his fridge. Oh, dude, some of these are absolutely priceless, and I'm like, this guy's fucking murdering it right now.
Yeah, that's a great way. You're seeing how creative people actually are right now. If they're in the entertainment industry, you're either finding out that they sucked the whole time, or they've always been like genuinely funny.
All right. Well, I am approaching the home or the cavern of the Lurch.
Okay.
So I think we had a great episode today.
We did.
And I am very enthused with how well everything is going. So.
Okay. Cool.
At this point, I'm going to bid you a fond adieu.
Alrighty.
And to the rest of the internet,
Fuck Flacco.
fuck Flacco.
Yeah.
All right, man. I'll
All right.
talk to you.
See you later.